All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we're talking about Token 2049. And look, this is way more than just a conference. Think of it as the annual command center for the entire crypto industry. Seriously, if you want to know where the market is headed, this is the event you watch.
So, here's what we're going to cover. First, what makes this thing crypto's top event? Then, we'll get the details for the big Singapore 2025 edition. We'll look at who actually goes and what they're after, check out the hot topics on the agenda, and finally, break down how projects even try to stand out from the crowd. Okay, let's kick things off. What really sets Token 2049 apart from, all the other crypto events out there? Well, it's not just another conference. You really have to see it as the industry's annual meeting spot, the one place where the entire global community comes together. Yeah, this quote absolutely nails it. It's not just some event you mark on a calendar. It really is the central heartbeat. This is where the big deals get done, where new trends are born, and where you can literally feel the market shifting gears for the whole next year. And there's a reason this is the chosen stage. The biggest names in crypto, they literally hold back their major announcements. We're talking partnerships, big token launches, the whole shebang, just for this event. This is where the story of crypto for the next year gets written, right there in real time. What's super interesting is that the way this event grew, it kind of tells the story of crypto itself. I mean, it started out as this small, pretty niche meetup for the die-hard early believers. And now, it's just exploded into this global mega event. It perfectly mirrors how crypto went from the fringes right into the mainstream of finance and tech. All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty for the 2025 event. We're going to look at the where and when, because honestly, the logistics play a huge part in why this event is so important. So, mark your calendars. It's happening in October 2025. And the location? The iconic Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. I mean, you couldn't pick a more futuristic-looking spot for an industry that's all about building the future, right? And choosing Singapore, that was no accident. It's pretty much the perfect host. You get this powerful combination of three things. First, a government that's actually clear and friendly towards crypto. Second, it's a perfect hub to connect with huge markets like Japan, Korea, and India. And third, the whole city is just buzzing with tech and innovation. Okay, here's a really key detail for 2025. There's not going to be a London event, and that's a huge deal. Why? Because it means the entire global crypto world, every single major investor, founder, and journalist is going to have their eyes locked on this one event in Singapore. The focus is just going to be totally undivided. So, you might be wondering who actually shows up to something this big? And maybe more importantly, what's everybody trying to get done in just a couple of days? Well, this table really breaks down the whole ecosystem. It's kind of like a cast of characters, right? You've got the founders. They're there to launch their next big project. You've got developers looking for talent and new tech. The VCs, they're on the hunt for the next unicorn. And of course, the media is there to tell the whole world about it. The bottom line is, everyone shows up with a very specific, high-stakes goal. And for any project, big or small, getting seen here is just everything. The amount of influence packed into one building is so huge that a single press release, just one mention in the media, can kick off this massive ripple effect. All of a sudden, you're reaching a global audience of traders, users, and future partners. All right, let's switch gears and look at the agenda. Because the topics they talk about here, they're not just random talking points. They're basically a sneak peek into what the entire crypto industry is going to be focusing on next. So yeah, these topics right here tell you exactly where things are going. We're way past the early days of crypto now. We're getting into some really complex stuff. Think about integrating AI to make crypto protocols smarter, or tokenizing real-world assets, like putting actual real estate on the blockchain. And of course, there's a huge focus now on regulation and making crypto more sustainable. And it's not all just talk either. This whole event is built for action. It's packed with hands-on workshops where you can actually build stuff, and these showcases where startups get to be face-to-face with the VCs that could literally fund their entire dream. But, okay, let's be real. With hundreds of projects all fighting for the spotlight, how do you actually get noticed? How do you make an impression that sticks? Well, success here is definitely not about luck. It's all about strategy. And it starts weeks, even months before the event by locking in meetings with the right VCs and exchanges.
Then, during the event, it's all about being active, being present, and having your media kit, with your tokenomics and roadmap ready to hand over at a moment's notice. And maybe most importantly, it all ends with following up, turning those quick chats into actual funded partnerships.
And here's what's absolutely crucial to get. The goal isn't just to make a splash at the conference. It's to make your news travel way beyond the conference floor. Strategic communication, like a perfectly timed press release, is the tool that takes your announcement from a room in Singapore and blasts it out to the entire global crypto market. That's how you extend your impact for weeks, maybe even months, after the event is over.
So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Token 2049 isn't just an event that reports on what's happening in crypto. No way. It is the actual arena where the future of crypto is debated, built, and revealed. The decisions made here, the partnerships formed, they are what will set the course for the entire industry for the next year.
Which kind of leaves us with one last really fascinating question, doesn't it? When you get all of the most influential people in crypto in one place, under one roof, what's the next groundbreaking idea that's going to emerge? The idea that changes everything could be just one announcement or even just one handshake away.